Well, I'd like to welcome everybody today. We've only got a couple of items we want to cover with you, but they're important ones. So I want to invite Jeff Ramey from St. Rita's Medical Center up. St. Rita's is one of our collaborators, sponsors for the Star Spangled Spectacular, and we've got that soon to be upon us.
It is, the Star Spangled Spectacular. The 23rd annual Star Spangled Spectacular will be here this Monday, celebrating our country's 240th anniversary. So we're very excited. The primary sponsors of your hometown stations, Superior Federal Credit Union, St. Rita's Medical Center, the Lima News, and of course the City of Lima are really looking forward to a great event. We just checked the extended forecast today, and weather looks great compared to last year. We're way ahead of where we were. So we're looking for a great event. A couple of different things we're doing this year. We changed up our entertainment a little bit. We were very fortunate this year to be able to get the United States Army's jazz ambassadors. They will be with us for the event. They're often, they're the United States Army's touring big band, so we're really excited about having them. We also have Phase 5, who is a R&B and soul group out of Detroit. They are known for their flashy, well-choreographed routines and are often compared to the Temptations, so we're really looking forward to having them at our event. And then, of course, we will have the fantastic musicians from the Lima Area Concert Band. So that, and of course I came down here today with one of our student volunteers, and I said, what do you like best about the Star Spangled Spectacular? And of course we all know, she said, the fireworks. So we have, I think, some surprises in terms of fireworks this year that we're really looking forward to showing off to the community. So we're excited, looking forward to it. As far as logistics for the day, you know, parking will be available at St. Rita's Medical Center, and shuttles will be running from St. Rita's down to the park at the Red Cross. And we'll also have parking at the cemetery parking lot on the west side of Farote Park. So with the weather cooperating, it should be a great event.
And I know there's baseball.
Baseball, there is absolutely. In the morning, we have our Abilities League baseball game on Diamond 2 at 8:30 in the morning. We have the WOBL All-Star baseball game at 3 p.m. on Diamond 2. And then, of course, the Lima Locos will be playing at Simmons Field at 6 p.m. on Monday night. So we're looking forward to that. So what more can you ask for? Baseball, fireworks, great weather, and lots of fair-type food that the vendors are all lined up, so it should be a great event. We'll start the day, of course, with the Freedom 5K, which will commence at 9 o'clock, and registrations are looking good, so we expect a big crowd for that as well.
So folks can still sign up for the run and also the cycling event?
Absolutely. People can come day of and register for the Freedom 5K, as well as the Crankers sponsored fun ride that we have along the bike path. So
that's great.
Still a lot of chances to get involved, and we're looking for a big crowd.
Very good.
All right, cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Appreciate all the time and energy you're putting into this, along with the coordinating
The
team.
whole group is it's a great group to work with, and it's a great bunch of people. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Lastly, today I'll just comment. I recently attended the U.S. Conference of Mayors summer meeting in Indianapolis. This is our annual meeting where the work of the meeting is really to consider and adopt resolutions that become the guiding policy for the conference for the following year. And I had the opportunity, I'm the vice chair of the Environment Committee in charge of kind of the water issues. And in that capacity, I had previously testified before the Senate in April. And subsequent to that, I was pleasantly surprised to see that within 3 weeks, the Senate committee had, under the leadership of Senators Inhofe and Boxer, they had adopted what's called the Water Resources Development Act legislation. It's about 200 pages of legislation dealing with everything from constructing port facilities to a variety of water resources, and including about 25 pages of language that addressed the concerns that the Conference of Mayors has been expressing about integrated planning and the consent decrees that cities are asked to enter into. I sponsored a resolution for the entire conference to consider in support of that legislation, and it passed unanimously before the Environment Committee as well as the full conference. So on a going forward basis, the staff of the conference will now be working to see that that legislation actually comes to a full vote in the Senate. We also will be working on the House side to attempt to get the same sort of legislation either in an independent bill or in a bill that's a part of their WRDA Act. The other things, I had the opportunity, I was asked by the staff to bring a report on our community gardens and aquaponics project that had been funded through Wells Fargo Bank in conjunction with, in a partnership with the Conference of Mayors. It was, I think, well received, lots of discussion about the overall issues of abandoned properties and what cities are doing to try to see that properties are put to beneficial reuses. So that was good to have both the private sector set of participants as well as the public sector as people talked about things like land banking and opportunities for partnering with neighborhood associations. We also had briefings on technology-related either tools, applications, or businesses. And so I was pleased to be able to interact with a number of folks who have adopted apps that are downloadable for cities, much like we have done. There's a continuing evolution of those kinds of applications, and cities are, I think, generally attempting to be responsive to the opportunities represented by mobile devices, whether it's for the reporting of code enforcement related matters or the payment of fees and related kinds of applications. So it was a full, I guess, 3.5 days that I was there. As always, it's good to get to know community and spend some time. I hadn't been in Indianapolis for anything other than a couple of meetings over the last 20 years, and I was never there to spend any time. I have to say, Indianapolis has done an incredible job in re-establishing their downtown, and the facilities that they have there are absolutely spectacular. Got for example, a children's museum that they recite is the world's largest. So I'm thinking about it seriously for my grandkids when they come to visit. But they've also made a very deliberate play for anything related to college sporting activities, so that the facilities that they have there, NCAA has their headquarters and office building there, plus all of these enormous arenas and facilities that are now established, and it really is a part of their identity now as kind of in the middle of the country, a place where college sports and professional sports are a major economic driver for them. So it's good to see how all that has come together for them. So with that, I think that's all I have to report on it, and we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.